skills, time, energy, and resources for good to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about this today. We're talking about contribution all this month as part of this year's annual challenge, and I am combining and using the same topics for my Supersize Your Business group as well as the Be a Better You annual challenge. Why? Because one of the fastest, easiest ways to supersize and grow your business is to become a better version of yourself, a better leader, a better acknowledger of when you need to get the heck out of the way. I have found through decades of business ownership experience that whenever there's a problem or a challenge that just seems like we can't get over it, I find that somehow, in some way, shape, or form, I am creating that challenge and I am the bottleneck. And I have learned that sometimes I just need to step out of the way and let the people that are better skilled, better qualified to do the thing that needs to be done to fix the problem or the challenge we're having, do their thing. And I just step aside. And that's an ego thing that leaders often have to figure out along the way as they're growing and developing and becoming better leaders. And I'll admit, it took me a while. It took me probably at least a decade to figure that one out. But it's a huge lesson that we need to learn, because oftentimes, and not oftentimes, all of the time, our business will only grow and supersize as quickly as we allow it to. And allowing it to means sometimes just getting the heck out of the way. So today we're talking about how to use the stuff you've got already, do what you can with what you've got right now to make the world a better place, to do good and to put more good out into the world. That's what we're talking about today. And a lot of times we think, oh, I don't have anything to offer. I don't know what to do. But as an organization, think of the cumulative skills and abilities and time and energy and resources we really have to offer. And it doesn't take a lot. Sometimes we think, oh, I'll do it when we make X amount of dollars. We'll decide that we're going to contribute to the world around us in a better way. If we don't start now, if we don't start small, we'll never. We may do it, but chances are that we won't, right? So I say, start where you are with what you've got right now. How do we go about doing that? How can we go about doing that? Well, the 4 key areas that we can contribute in right now, no matter what, no matter who we are, no matter where we are, all of us and our organizations especially have a ton of resources and people and skills and talents and abilities that can help make the world a better place. And it might be as simple as smiling at somebody when you're walking down the dike. It's called where I live. I used to go for a walk every day, usually twice a day, but I would go up and down the dike because it was by my business. And it gave me a chance to just unwind, de-stress, because you know what? Running businesses can be stressful, and think about how I really wanted to show up and how I wanted to be. And I don't know, a little while into doing these daily walks, I decided I was going to smile at every single person I walked by and say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it was. And whether they smiled back or said hello back or not, it didn't matter. I was going to put that good energy out into the world. Why? Because I needed that back too. I needed, usually, at least a couple times a day, a little recharge of my batteries. So something as simple as a smile. I used to tell a story about my ex-husband and I, and he was a jerk. And I don't share that story much anymore, but I don't remember what we were doing even anymore, but we were in a situation and a lady overheard him being himself toward me. And she just came up to me when he walked away, and she said, "You're beautiful." And that's all she said. And that made a huge impact on me and gave me the strength to just step back and not argue with him in the situation and eventually get out of that situation. But sometimes that's all it takes, is somebody acknowledging you and that you're not crazy in a way that makes you feel better. And we can all do that anytime. The more good we put into the world, the more good comes to us. And when we do that on an organizational level, it's exponentially more powerful, right? Because there's so many more things that we can do. The main areas that we can provide help in and contribute to the world around us and add to the good in the universe is our skills and abilities. And we all have skills and abilities, but then so do all of the other people that are part of our organization or connected to our organization. We have web developers, we have artists, we have marketers, we have sales, we have safety, we have planning, organizing, purchasing, logistics. We all have, depending on the type of business you run, people with incredible skills and abilities that could be harnessed for good, to make the world around us better, not just to serve our customers to the best of our ability. To me, that's a given. If you're not doing that, you're not going to be in business very long. But to make our communities better, to make our global community better, we all have things that we can do. So based on skills and abilities, our energy, right? What are we passionate about? What do we want to give positive energy to? Our physical and financial resources. That's what people usually think about first. Oh, contribution means donations. Donations means money. No, there are things that we can give and provide and contribute that are much more valuable than money. Think time. Time is our one non-renewable resource, right? Each and every one of us have a certain amount of time here on the planet. None of us know how much time that is. I almost checked out at 50, yet I'm still here talking to you. So, we need to make the most of our time right now. And we do that by starting where we are, starting small, and doing what we can with what we've got right now. Maybe just donating a half an hour a week, coaching people in the area of expertise that you happen to have. Maybe it's leadership, maybe it's team building, maybe it's a certain tool or strategy that you've developed that you know can really help up and coming employees or up and coming people in your industry. I used to do a lot of contributing in the quality field because that was my area of expertise when I was in corporate America. Let me share a couple of people's stories with you so that you get an idea of what I'm talking about. Priya, uses her lunch breaks. She uses one lunch break a week to mentor aspiring entrepreneurs, and with her business acumen, helps other people to avoid costly mistakes. It's part of why I do the What's She Up To Now daily journal or tracking, is because I want to make sure that I'm putting out there all the stuff I mess up on so that other people that hear it don't have to make that mistake. There's plenty of mistakes to go around for all of us, but if I can avoid and help you avoid making a certain mistake, I think that's valuable. If I can make and help, one person avoid going down all the wrong roads when they come online, that is valuable because that can save them years or decades of time wasted by staying on a path, and the path that's right for them, not following all the shiny objects that are out there. So what do we do? What steps can we do to apply this right now? What can we do to apply this to our business? And start today. If you're not doing anything, if you are, keep doing it. If you haven't started or done anything yet for your business, this is a huge secret, and it shouldn't be a secret, but it really is, competitive advantage in almost every industry, because most businesses don't do it. Most businesses are just struggling to stay in business. But part of what they don't realize is if they give away and share time, energy, resources, skills, and abilities, people will be attracted to them and their business, and that becomes an incredible competitive advantage. So how do we do this? First, we figure out and we take an inventory of what it is that we've got. What skills do we have as an organization? How can we help? How can we help put more good into the world? How can we make the world a better place? Then we identify local or online opportunities where we could use some of our skills, resources, abilities, or time. And then thirdly, we start small. We start where we are with what we've got right now, and we grow and we build upon that. That is how we get a competitive advantage and create a ripple effect in our communities, our industry, and the world. All right, that's all I've got today. I'd love to know what you're doing as an organization. And if you're not doing anything, commit to doing one thing starting tomorrow, right? I'll give it to you tomorrow. Instead of saying start today like I did the Be a Better You annual challenge people, you can start today or tomorrow, but pick one thing and share in the comments below what you're going to do. I'm going to donate one lunch hour a week. One lunch hour a week. Every single one of us could do that, right? Every single one of us could donate an hour a week, right? I think we can. It's just a matter of priorities. If we set priorities and we start where we are and grow and expand on that, I challenge you to look at the incredible positive ripple effect that has, not only in your life, but in the life of your organization. All right, have an awesome day. Any questions, ask. I'll be with you tomorrow.